So my official job title is to be a campus advocate. My name is Marie Vasquez. I am the main person here at Pathways for Change who works on a college campus. Basically what I do is I offer support and advocacy services to the students there. If I can't help them in terms of sexual violence, I refer them out to community resources. I do a lot of education. I do a lot of staff trainings. I try and help staff understand how to respond to disclosures from students. I also try and help them understand how to help the student, because they're definitely right and wrong things to say to survivors. Sometimes people say a lot of victim blaming stuff. So I do a lot of education with them on, helping them take care of a student and also helping them take care of themselves.
Skinny, white, big boobs, big butt, nice body, blonde or brunette, usually white, gets whatever she wants, is on smartphone or electronic all the time. According to males, the female should always be in the kitchen.
Okay, jock, inconsiderate, nice build, tough, flirt, egotistical, many friends, Mr. Know-it-all, Bieber hair. Well,
so strong, masculine, emotionless, intelligent, superior.
Sensitive, small, emotional, beautiful, loving.
Strong, muscular, usually white, hosting parties all the time, usually drunk when not in public, complains about his family and their issues.
The stereotypical man has to earn more money than their spouse. They are supposed to be bold and strong, which means that no matter what happens, they won't cry. They're also supposed to be older and taller than their spouse.
I find this kind of offensive, to be honest, because personally I'm not a jock. I like to think I'm considerate. Nice build, that's kind of a double standard right there, because women are always saying guys always just objectify women, when in reality they do it too. Tough, men can cry. A flirt, I think that's really just from bad experiences with men. Maybe you should try and find some nicer dudes. Egotistical, I don't know, some guys are self-centered, we kind of have to be because we're dudes, and instead of dealing with it in other ways, you just kind of say you're awesome. Many friends, I don't have too many friends, I'm perfectly happy. Mr. Know-it-all, that one's true. Bieber hair, I think it's pretty obvious that there's a wider range of hairstyles men can have.
I think it's interesting because a lot of these ideas are very positive, like beautiful, loving. Sensitive is often seen as positive, where I think sensitive isn't necessarily a negative thing, a trait to have, but it shows that we want women to be something fragile and weak, and I think women should be strong, or they can be fragile. They should just be whoever they are without feeling like they need to be a certain way or act a certain way.
I agree that a stereotype of a man is strong, masculine, and superior, but I don't agree that men are emotionless and intelligent.
Absolutely ridiculous, because a lot of women go into business and everything, and just like men, and they earn less money by the hour, like usually. And I feel like women and men should earn the same amount, whether their achievements show it or their achievements actually correspond with how much they earn and how many jobs they have, what they do for a job. And I feel like age doesn't matter, because my grandmother's 60 and she has a 90-year-old boyfriend. And I don't know, they love each other, so age doesn't matter, and I think women and men should earn the same amount of money. I think it's ridiculous that men should earn more.
For me, this stereotype for men is about as far from the truth as possible, and is kind of offensive. Obviously, when you look at me, I'm not the biggest, strongest, most muscular guy, and I think there's different types of physical fitness. You don't necessarily have to be this big, barbaric brute to be physically fit. Usually white, that's just absurd. I don't even think white is the predominant skin color of the earth, so men are not usually white. That doesn't really matter at all. Hosting parties all the time. I don't I don't host any parties. I'm personally an introvert, so I would not be hosting a lot of parties. I think there's a wide variety of people who can host parties. Usually drunk when not in public. This might be the most offensive one. Men are not drunkards who sit at home either constantly drinking and not working or wallowing away their sorrows. You can go home and relax, watch TV, or actually do homework and work. I think it's safe to say we're not usually drunk when we're not in public. And complains about his family and their issues. Men can be very loving to their families and supportive of their families, and I don't think we're just naggy and complaining.